Welcome back to Introduction to Chinese. Now let's start lesson 6. Have some tea. The goal of this lesson is to understand persuasive and dissuasive language. Persuasive language means the kind of expressions for inviting people to do something, like let's have some tea, for example. And dissuasive language is the opposite, the ones you use to tell people not to do something, like don't touch that. Right? By the end of the lesson, you will understand the persuasive lie and understand the dissuasive structure 别 plus a verb plus 了. The lesson is structured as the follows. We are going to have 3 dialogues, and in the third dialogue, we're going to look at one structure. And after dialogue 3, we'll summarize some of the sentences we learned previously and learn them as a second structure. And finally, we're going to finish off with a recap and a quiz. Let's begin with dialogue 1. This is a scene from episode 9. Auntie Qian is a woman from the neighborhood committee. In China, the purpose of the neighborhood committee is to ensure everyone's well-being and safety and foster social cohesion. Here, Auntie Qian is paying a house visit to Li Haichao on behalf of the neighborhood committee, trying to offer him some advice. While they're sitting, He Ziqiu brings over some fruits. Let's watch.
吃水果。水果。
Now let's go over the words and phrases in the dialogue. Listen as I read them out loud and give you the English definitions. First is 水, 水, water. Remember 水 from 2 lessons ago? Let's watch that clip again.
哦，谢谢。
不客气。
So 水 means water. 水, 水. 水果, 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 水果. Fruit. 吃, 吃. 吃, to eat. Pay attention to the final vowel. It might remind you of the same vowel in the word 是, meaning matter, which we learned in the last lesson. It might also remind you of the vowel 次, which we learned in lesson 2. I mentioned that the vowel 次sounds like the final z in buzz, but if there's an h before, it sounds a little bit different. In these syllables with an h, the I sounds more like a zh in massage. Listen as I read them. 吃, 吃, 是, 是. To summarize, we've seen 3 separate sounds that are all represented with the letter I. If it follows a consonant Z, C, or S, it sounds like a buzzing sound, like Listen as I read them aloud. 滋, 呲, 丝. If they follow ZH, CH, or SH, or some cases RI, it sounds more like zh in massage. 知, 吃, 诗, 日. Okay? But if it occurs anywhere else, it's read as E. By the way, this syllable spelled RI is pronounced zh, just like zh in massage. Okay? But in this course, because it doesn't occur in any of our dialogues, we're not covering that. In fact, it's a very rare syllable. You won't be quizzed on it at all. Just know that it's there. Let me read them out again. Please listen. 滋, 呲, 丝, 知, 吃, 诗, 日, 一. Okay? All right, moving on. 吃水果, 吃水果. 来, 来, come here, right? 来. As you recall from the last lesson, 来 literally means to come, but in this case, it's an expression for calling people to action. For example, He Ziqiu says, 来吃水果. 来吃水果, which can be translated to, here, eat some fruits. 来吃水果. 来 here functions as a call to action, kind of like, come on, eat some fruits. Right? 来吃水果. Come now, eat some fruits. It doesn't literally mean to come over here. It's just an expression that's used to offer an invitation or call to action. Next, 好好好. 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 Okay. 好好好. Auntie Qian replies, 好好好,谢谢. Okay. Thank you. 好好好,谢谢. 好好好,谢谢. Let's watch the clip one more time. Pay attention to how He Ziqiu uses 来 as a call to action.
吃水果。对，这个水果。好。
Right, and Auntie Qian says, 好好好,谢谢. Okay, thank you. It's a little bit difficult to hear everything because of the noise, but this is what she is supposed to have said. 好好好,谢谢. Okay, thank you. Now let's move on to dialogue 2, which is taken from episode 26. After Li Jianjian's artwork took off, she and her colleagues decided to celebrate over a hot pot party and invited their friends. Here, Li Jianjian's colleague Du Juan offers a toast. Let's watch and then learn the phrases.
来，喝酒，我们喝酒。来，我陪你喝。
All right, let's look at the phrases. First, men. It's a marker to make something plural. For example, 我们, that means we or us. 你, 我们. 喝 你喝 that means to drink. 酒 That's a generic term for all alcoholic beverages. 喝酒 喝酒 to drink alcohol. 来我们喝酒 Here, let's drink. And that's what Du Juan said in the scene. 来我们喝酒. 陪 that means to accompany someone. 陪你 that means to accompany you or with you. 陪你喝 drink with you. 陪你喝. 来我陪你喝 Here, I'll drink with you. 来我陪你喝 And that's what Tang Can said. 来我陪你喝. Let's watch the clip again. Notice how they use 来 to call people to action.
来，喝酒，我们喝酒。来，我陪你喝。
And finally, let's finish off with dialogue 3. This is taken from the very end of the drama in episode 40. Here, a colleague of Ling Xiao named Feng Xixi was invited to his home by Ling Xiao's mother, Chen Ting. After dinner, Chen Ting offers her some tea. Let's watch.
来，喝茶。
阿姨，您别忙了。
Now let's go over the vocabulary item. 茶 喝茶你喝茶来喝茶 Come, drink tea. 忙 to be busy, to busy oneself. 别了 I mean stop doing something. Stop doing that already. 别了 For example, 别忙了 Stop being busy. Don't busy yourself. Don't go to such trouble, right? Don't make trouble. Take a break. 别 别忙了，别忙了。您 that's you, that's the polite you or formal you. 您 it's the equivalent of 你 right? 你 is informal, whereas 您 is more formal. 您别忙了，您别忙了。Don't trouble yourself. Literally, stop being busy. Let's focus on this structure. We can use 别 plus an action plus 了 to dissuade someone from doing something. For example, 您别忙了. Don't trouble yourself. 您别吃了. That means don't eat anymore. 您别吃了。您别喝了。您别喝了. Don't drink anymore. In the scene when Chen Ting offers tea after dinner, Feng Xixi politely says, 阿姨, 您别忙了. Oh, auntie, you don't have to do that. You've done enough. 阿姨, 您别忙了. 阿姨, you stop being busy. Let's watch the scene again. Notice how Feng Xixi says, Auntie, you stop being busy. 阿姨, 您别忙了.
来，喝茶。
阿姨，您别忙了。
Great. That was all the dialogues. And finally, let's do a quick review of 来. Now we can use 来 or 来 to call someone to action. For example, as Chen Ting says, 来喝茶. Here, have some tea. Or as He Ziqiu says, 来吃水果. Here, have some fruits. Or as Du Juan says, 来我们喝酒. Here, let's drink. Or as Tang Can says, 来我陪你喝. Here, I'll drink with you. Awesome. Now let's do a quick wrap up before we conclude. We've learned 10 new expressions and 2 structures. We learned 水果 meaning fruit, 吃 meaning to eat, 我们 meaning we, us, 喝 meaning to drink, 酒 meaning alcohol, 陪 meaning to accompany someone, and cha is tea. Nin is the polite form of ni. It's a pronoun meaning you, formal. Mang, here is a verb. It means to be busy or to busy oneself. And bie is an adverb, which means please don't do something. We also learned 2 expressions, 2 structures. We learned to use 别 plus action plus 了 to dissuade someone from doing something. Don't trouble yourself. 您别忙了. And we also learned how to use 来 or 来 to invite someone to some action. Please drink tea. 来喝茶, for example. And as always, please make sure to do the quiz after the lesson. And since this is lesson 6, we have a midterm exam. Nervous? All the questions are multiple choice questions taken from previous quizzes, so there shouldn't be any need to worry. I suggest that you review the 6 lessons well, then complete the exam. After the exam, there's a quick 3-question survey. Again, we hope that you can complete that as well. Very quick, just 3 yes or no questions. Okay. And after all that is done, please move on to lesson 7. And as always, make sure to watch the episode before you do the lesson. If you found this lesson helpful, make sure to hit the like button so that you can easily find this video again in your like history. Also, subscribe to our channel so that YouTube will keep recommending you content like this to keep you learning. And make sure to engage with us in the comments and answer each other's questions. The more you talk about it, the more you remember what you have learned. And good luck on your midterm, and I'll see you in Unit 3, Lesson 7. Goodbye.